Start planting seeds today for the success that you want to build if you're facing challenges with the criminal justice system. What is success? It's not only getting the lowest sentence possible, but success is also about building a pathway that helps you restore your mental health, that helps you go on a pathway to build resources both while you're incarcerated and also when you come home. My name is Michael Santos. I am the founder of Prison Professors. It's a nonprofit where we give everything away for free for one reason only. We want to really change the outcome of America's prison system. But I can't do my work without you doing your work. You've got to be memorializing all the reasons why you're a great candidate for either the lowest possible sentence in your case, the highest level of liberty at the soonest possible time, the best experience while you're going through that journey, your pathway to income opportunities and success on the other side of the journey. In order to do that, we really recommend that you do the same thing that leaders have taught me how to do at the very earliest stages of the journey. You've got to demonstrate why you're a great candidate for the type of relief that you want. Or as Stephen Covey used to say, start with the end in mind. You know that you don't like being a defendant in a criminal case or a prison registration number. So instead, start thinking about, okay, how am I going to recalibrate, restore my self-confidence, build a pathway to success? Well, I always make 3 promises to members of our community. Number 1, I'm never going to lie to you. Number 2, I'm never going to ask you to do anything that I didn't do. And number 3, I'm never going to charge anybody a penny for any of the information we give on prisonprofessors.org. Everything is free, and I'm going to explain why. My real ministry and passion is to change America's prison system. I was incarcerated for 26 years. I served 9,500 days. And during that journey, I was in high security penitentiaries, medium security prisons, low security prisons, detention centers, transit centers, jails, and minimum security camps, halfway house, and then finally home confinement. So I've gone through the entire journey. But as somebody who's come on the other side of that and come through with my dignity intact and with opportunities to prosper and earn multiple income streams, I felt a real duty and responsibility to help other people pursue the same path and enjoy the same result. Nobody can change the past, but you've got to accept that there are always more opportunities in the future than in the past, but only if you prepare. So how do you prepare? Well, the first step that you could take is to memorialize everything that you're doing while you're going through this journey, regardless of what stage you're in. I mean, it doesn't matter to me if you haven't even pleaded guilty yet. You should be working right now to build a record that advances you as a candidate for a higher level of liberty. You will have a defense attorney that fights valiantly for, the best outcome in the judicial process. But what about the advocacy process? What about the process of administrative relief? What steps can you take to put yourself on a pathway for the best outcome along the journey? It's super important for me that people learn how to do that, and I would recommend that it starts with this free resource we created at prisonprofessors.org. That's what I'm going to be talking about today in this video. I've been making a series of videos, including the previous one that said, why build a profile on Prison Professors? The next one is going to be how to write your bio. Then I'm going to film one and create a lesson on how to write your journal entries and why. I'm going to talk about book reports and then about your release plan. And then I will create additional projects so that you can understand why this is so relevant to you. I already did my time. I did 26 years, got out of prison in 2013, built a series of businesses that have made me enough money that I don't ever have to worry about getting paid again from anybody. My mission is a ministry to get as many people as I possibly can working toward the best possible outcome. And nobody should have to pay for that service. The way that I'm going to really advocate to bring change is to get scale. I've got to get tens of thousands of people who are demonstrating they want to live as law-abiding, contributing citizens, successful on the other side of the journey. I'm not talking about a life of mediocrity where you're earning $9 an hour and we celebrate that with a ninth place trophy. I'll leave that to others who are really, that's important work. It's just not my work. My work is about being successful. That's what I know you can become, but you can't do it with happy talk, and you can't do it while waiting for the government to change your life. You've got to be the CEO of your life. And in order to do that, you've got to do the same things that have led you to be successful in other areas. You've got to define success. You've got to put a plan in place that will take you from where you are today to where you want to go. You've got to prioritize your activities. And then you've got to build a body of tools, tactics, and resources that you could use to self-advocate. Regardless of what your judge gives you at the sentencing hearing, you are going to want to advocate for a better outcome. And nobody should work harder on that than you. The way you can begin, excuse me, is just by using all of these free resources, including building your profile. Now, I'm just going to use this URL and back up a little bit here to the actual entry page. This is where you would go to build your, oh, my app team is working on it right now. What a bummer. Shoot. I really wanted to show you this. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you what you have to do to open it. When you get to this page right here, they're currently under development right now. Let me just make sure, because it shouldn't be. They should be finished. Forgive me for this right now, but a little bit of technical difficulties. Remember, I am not doing Disney level production. I am just showing guys how to be successful after prison. And I really wish I could show you that app, but apparently they're updating it right now. If you went to prisonprofessors.org, this is the main site, you will find a blue button there up at the top. And that blue button, it is going to take you to an app page. And all you have to do is build a profile. If you build a profile, there's going to be two buttons, build a profile or log in if you've already got a credential. Okay? If you build a profile, you're just going to click that button that says how to build a profile. And then you're going to go through a series of little prompts, just as you would do if you went in to launch a LinkedIn profile or a profile on Facebook or a profile on Twitter, right? We have to make sure you're a human. So we're going to ask you some, little questions. Just click a button that says you're a human. We're going to ask you to verify that you're over 18 years old. Because I think, I don't know why, but there are complications in the People's Republic of California where I live. So they verify that you verify that you're 18 years old. You're going to verify that you've studied the terms and conditions of our site, right? Our site is all about you, building a pathway for you to be successful. I'm not going to take the time to read everybody's profile. We already have 1,465 people who've built profiles, and that's not my mission to read what they write or what they have done. So they have to understand the terms of conditions, right? Everything is about you being positive, about you memorializing all the reasons that you're a great candidate for relief at some point in your future, or even at your sentencing hearing if that's what you're doing. So we're going to ask you to make sure that you've read the terms and conditions. You click a box just as you would do on any others. There's a lot of legalese on there. But again, it's 100% free. And all we ask is you use these resources to help yourself. And I will tell you how I'm going to use your resources after. But then you create your account. And once you've created your account, you can then you have to enter your first name, your last name, your email address. If you're going to prison, I would encourage you to use a family member's email address so that they can manage your account, okay? Because you don't have access to the internet while you're in prison, but you do have access to this quasi-email system that you could send information to your loved ones, and they could use that to update your work and to demonstrate you're a great candidate. Or if you don't have access to email, you could just send it through the mail and your family can access your program. If somebody referred you, then you're going to want to list that person who referred you, because there's a point system that we use, and I'll talk about that in a second. I'm just telling you how to open it. So if somebody, if Bob referred you, make sure you list Bob, because Bob should get credit for advancing the ball. And I'll explain that in a little bit later in this video. You want to list your mailing address and contact information because we provide free resources and books. You can sit there and look at my website. And if you go here to our courses, or rather our books, you just scroll down here. Hold on a second. Go down here and you'll see our books. And you see I wrote a lot of books while I was in prison. And all of these books are designed to help people inside learn about what steps they could take today to position themselves for success. Some of those books are Earning Freedom, Conquering a 45-Year Prison Sentence, Prison, My 8,344th Day, Success After Prison, which shows the results that follow for people who prepare well. Preparing for Success After Prison. This is actually a First Step Act approved program in the Bureau of Prisons, and many, many other books. Okay, I publish every day because I'm deeply committed to you. You've got to be as committed to yourself as I am to changing the system. So you'll just put, so you want to put your mailing address so that we can send you some information. You insert your date of birth and what it is you want. There's a section there where it asks you, what stage of the journey are you in? And the reason that we ask that is because we don't want to send you information on how to prepare yourself for a lower sentence if you've already been sentenced. We don't want to send you information on supervised release success and how to get early termination of supervised release if you're just going in. All that information is relevant, but we want to give you the information that you need at the right time. So visit prisonprofessors.org and learn more about our work so that we can really help you advance yourself as a candidate for the highest level of liberty at the soonest possible time. Now remember, 3 promises. 1, I'm never going to lie to you. 2, I'm never going to ask you to do anything I didn't do. And 3, I'm never going to ask you to pay me a penny. Now there's a flip side to that. That means I don't have time to talk to tens of thousands of people that we reach. My main focus is to change America's prison system so that more people have opportunities to earn freedom through merit. I want to advocate for you, but I can't do that if you're not building a record demonstrating why you are a worthy candidate for relief. So I hope that you find valuable information at prisonprofessors.org, and I hope you know I believe in you. Now be cool.